welcome to Godly Play Lessons. I am Lana Burske, and this is Keith Dove, and we're excited to bring you a story this week. Join us now for our call to worship. Welcome to this special place to be with God and to hear the stories of God.
Let us worship God together.
The Lord be with you.
And also with you.
Jesus said, "I am the light of the world."
Enjoy the light. For our story this morning, I have this gold box. And it's gold, which means it has to be valuable. And I wonder if it's a parable, because parables are valuable. And it looks kind of old. Parables are old. So maybe it is a parable. And it's got a lid on it like it's a present. And parables are presents. They were given to us a long time ago, before any of us were born. So I wonder if this is a parable. It's okay if the parable doesn't make sense to you the first time, or if it can be hard to open. It'll always be there for you, and you can always come back to it. So let's look inside. Well, before we get started, I have this. And I wonder what it could be. It's brown. It's bigger than I expected. And I wonder what it is. This is all we have to get started, so I guess it's time for our story. There once was a man who said such wonderful things and did such great things that people started to follow him. And as he was going around teaching, he kept talking about the kingdom of heaven. But the people he was talking to didn't know what the kingdom of heaven was. They had never been there. They had never seen it. They had never heard of anything like it. So he told them this story. He said, the kingdom of heaven is like a sower who went out and sowed seeds along the ground. And as he dropped seeds along the path, the birds of the air came and they ate up all of the seeds. And then the sower continued to scatter the seeds. And first he put the seeds where there was rocky ground. And the seeds tried to grow their roots down through the rocks, but they couldn't. So when the plants grew up, the sun scorched them and they died. And then the sower scattered seeds where there was thorns. And the thorns choked the seeds as they grew, and so they died too. And then the sower planted seeds in the good ground, and they were able to make big, deep roots, and they grew up big and tall. Then when the harvest came, the sower was able to harvest 30, 60, 100 bushels of grain. And that's our story. I wonder if the sower has a name. I wonder who the sower really is. I wonder how the sower felt when the birds ate up all the seeds. I wonder how the birds felt when they saw that there were all the seeds to eat. I wonder how the sower felt when the seeds couldn't take root in the rocks. And I wonder how the sower felt when the plants were choked by the thorns. And I wonder how the sower felt when the plants grew big and strong in the good soil. I wonder what the sower did with all the grain that he harvested.
Prayers of thanksgiving. Lift up your hearts.
We lift them up to the Lord.
Today, we're going to continue with a prayer that Donna had last week, called the 5-finger prayer. Our thumb is where we're going to start, and it is closest to you. So please pray for people that you love that are closest to you, your family, your friends, your loved ones. Your second finger, your pointer finger, is to pray for those who teach and those who heal. Pray for your teachers and assistant teachers. Your parents are teachers. Pray for health care, for doctors and nurses and nursing assistants and people who care for those that are sick. Your middle finger is your tallest finger. Pray for our leaders, not only our pastor in our church and our church leaders, but also leaders in our city and in our state and in our country, and even your school principal. Your ring finger is your weakest finger. It's not very strong. It's hard to lift or move something with just your ring finger. But pray for those as a reminder of the weak, people who are sick, people who are hurting, people who need an extra lift. Pray for healing. And your smallest finger, your pinky, is for you. You may have many prayers for God, for yourself. Pray for you and pray for others. Amen. The next prayer I'm going to do is a prayer that Lisa Witherspoon loves to do in our preschool chapel, and it's really neat because it's a whole body prayer, because your whole body can pray to God anytime, and it's good to be active as well. So, pray with me. God above me, God below me, God before me, God behind me, God beside me, God in my heart. Amen. The benediction today is, the peace of Christ be with you.
And also with you.